Let's go. We're going to talk about what? Let the people know what we're going to talk about.
Don't breathe.
Part 1. And we're going to talk mad smack. So if you ain't seen this movie yet, go watch it and come back. But this is going to be a spoiler review.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being called Don't Breathe, it should be called Don't Simp. That's really what this show should be about, right? For real, man. Like really,
this guy.
I'm dead serious. This movie, I had no. It should be called Don't Simp and Daredevil.
Dang.
You know what I mean? This guy, like, you know, if you haven't seen this movie, it's about two guys and a girl. The two guys, Alex and the guy named Money,
Mm-hmm.
and the girl named Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
Very creative with these names, right?
Yeah.
Rocky, Money, Alex. Alex is the only person with a real name. And the lead character, his name is called the Blind Man,
Mm-hmm.
aka Daredevil.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, you know, the guy Money, he's the guy who's connected to the streets out here
Mm-hmm.
while they do these burglaries. Alex, his dad, you know, I guess he's the one who pops in them security codes. So, you know, Alex got to hook up on stealing people's codes and stuff. And Rocky, she's really the pimp. You know what I mean? She's really pimping these two guys. Money and Alex, you know what I mean? Like, she's pimping these guys out to help her get out of
a bad situation.
Wherever she lives at, to move to California
Mm-hmm.
for her to get some good sun, get to the beach with her daughter.
It's not her daughter, it's her sister.
Sister?
Yeah, in the beginning, it's her mom's dating a bad guy, you know, like somebody that's like controlling and stuff, and she just lets him do whatever he wants. And she has a younger sister, but she don't care about her kids, and her daughter's done with her. You know what I mean?
You know, that was so small that I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
like,
that was it. That was the part. She's like, you know what? We're gonna leave here.
I heard she was going to leave, but I know that was her sister.
No,
I thought she was just doing it to get out of there and herself. So, so yeah, don't get a job, rob some old man for to live your dreams. That's basically what the movie is talking about, right? And this girl is so selfish, right? And it's funny because you know Alex, you know, he likes her. I don't know how Alex and Money are even friends at this point. You know, Money is like, hey man, you don't masturbate to her pictures online on her Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, like, how are you guys even friends?
Well, I think the only thing that's connecting them is Rocky.
Yeah, pimping.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to the story, right? Really, this movie only has 4 characters for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
and it's these 3 and Daredevil. So they get into this house, right?
Mm-hmm.
They find a house.
They know that he's military.
They know that he's military, but he's blind. But they know he got some money. They don't know where the money's at, but
Mm-hmm.
you know they plan on robbing the guy.
But also another thing is that's not their first time. They've been doing it for a while.
And empty houses.
Mm-hmm.
But now they decide to rob a military blind guy. You know what I mean? They didn't know he was Daredevil. Like, they should have watched Daredevil first. You know, they should know. Like, the ultra hearing and everything else. Mm-hmm. One thing they don't really explain in the movie, so they decide to break into the house, which they do, and they put him to sleep, right? Money had the wherewithal to put him to sleep. Like, so he added some gas, he put him to sleep. The question is, how did he wake up, right? Like, you know, the guy just wakes up out of the blue, and it's like, that's when they get caught, right? So basically...
Well, I think he did hear them, but he was acting like he didn't hear them.
Yeah, but he put smoke in the whole room, though.
Mm-hmm.
Money,
but the smoke wasn't even next to him yet. I feel like he would have heard it, and he was just, like, waiting for him to, like, leave the room.
Nah, Daredevil wasn't like that. The blind man was not like that. He seen something, he was about that action. So when it was making all that loud noise, he comes down there, he catches Money. Alex is like, at this point, Alex is done. When he see the gun, he's like, I can't be a part of this. Mm-hmm. He finally gets some balls and said, you know what? I'm not this type of criminal. I'm out. So he does the right thing. Alex does the right thing in the movie. He really doesn't want to be a part of it. He has a moral compass, right?
Mm-hmm.
His character is growing throughout this whole thing. He's a moral compass of this movie, a.k.a. the nice guy simp. Rocky, the female lead, she's a pimp. And Money, I guess, is a street guy, a supposedly street guy. That's why they call him Money, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't got no money. You know what I mean? So,
damn, you're just a hater.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, you can learn a lot about dating with this movie. So this video is not really a movie review, it's a dating review.
Dating review?
10 things you can learn about Don't Breathe when it comes to dating. 1, don't be a simp. 2, don't date no broke. 3, if she got another guy, don't compete. She's deuces. 4, if she's using you for money and you ain't got no money, leave her alone. 5, don't die, you ain't gonna get none. He don't get a kiss. Speaking of which, so he's the moral compass, right? So Daredevil comes out, right? Daredevil comes out. He's like, you know what? I hear some noise. Supposedly he knocked him out to sleep, but no, he hears some noise. And then Money, he pulls out the gun. He's like, I told you don't move. But, blind man can't see. He can't see no gun. So he's making his way towards them, and he pops them. He shoots the noise and let him know, like, he's about that action. Obviously, he doesn't do anything. He lets the military vet with some muscles get close enough to him to take the gun from his hand. This is a young guy. He gets overpowered by this old blind guy, choked out, and then put the gun to him and get his head blown out. I'm like, dang.
And the girl's watching it.
And the girl just watches it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
she looks at that. What was that thing that it was like a weapon that she was looking at, and then
she could have hit him.
She didn't even do it. Like, she just looked at it, and then she looked back, and then it was done.
There was plenty of times they could have got rid of this dude, but they just didn't. They just let this guy do what he wanted. You know what I mean? Let him take his time. They kind of walk slowly. He just kind of walked slowly to the guy and just took the gun. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, Money. You know what I mean?
Come on, Money.
He was this smart. He couldn't just back up. This guy just kind of creep up with his hands up and just grab the gun from you and then overpower you. You should have did them push-ups, man. That's really what should have happened in this movie. But
and then the girl hides.
She hides. And, we're going to skip a little bit. Alex hears the gunshot, so he goes back for the girl. Or actually, not necessarily for the girl, but for everybody to see what's going on. And he figures out that Money's dead. He gets scared. At this point, Daredevil is locking everybody in. He's like, F that. Anybody else in here, they're going to be locked in. But, Rocky finds out, like, that money he was looking for, he had it. So instead, they have cell phones. Instead of calling the police, Rocky wants that money. And she basically decides that, you know what?
We're in here already. Let's get it.
Yeah, we're in here already. Money dead. He don't need no money.
Dude, and, 50-50.
It wasn't no 50-50.
No.
Yeah.
I'm saying because it's 3 of them. But now that he's gone, it's like half and half, her and the guy.
Man, the way they made it sound like they weren't getting no half. It was all for Rocky. You know what I mean?
Man.
They was all doing it. Or Money might have got some. Money seemed like he was banging the walls. But Alex, nah, man. So Alex comes back in there to save the day. Rocky's like, don't call the police. We got to get the money.
Not the money, about the
but
money.
The real money. The green. Next thing you know, they take the money.
They're trying to get out of there.
Daredevil hears them, and next thing you know, you got all these things going on. They find out that
Well, they go downstairs because they're like they can't get out through the regular, the first floor. Yeah, so they go down to the what is it called? The
cellar.
The cellar. Yeah.
Then they find out that the blind man actually has some woman tied up. The woman who killed his daughter. He done, put his sperm in her and stuff.
Yeah.
It was just,
She was pregnant with this kid.
She was pregnant with his kid, so they tried to save her. Rocky was like, I don't care what he did to you. Female power. We're going to get you out of here. And, to get her out of here, to get her killed.
Yeah, they're about to get out, but then he got them from the side they were trying to get out.
They didn't know that man had superpowers, man. You know what I mean? So,
he heard them.
He heard them. So, He done blasted his way through, killed her. Then he started crying.
Killed, yeah.
We was wondering why he was crying, but he impregnated her with some batter and sperm. I'm like, dude, this guy here, man, he's off the chain with it. But
I mean, some people just get like really extra when it comes to their kids,
Well, like I was saying earlier, like people want some things have to be equal. So in this case, he wanted what he lost. So his dependence for that lady was to birth him another child. The guys, he didn't care. The guys just getting killed left and right. You know what I mean? Money just got his head blown out for no reason. He ain't doing nothing, man. He just wanted to walk away. He's like, let me walk, man. Let me walk. Oh, Rocky. The female Rocky, not the Rocky. Yeah, not the boxer. He would have been helpful in this movie. But, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
and then he had so many opportunities. Alex had a lot of opportunities to walk away, but he still did it for the girl.
He came back for the girl a couple of times. That
Yeah,
last
like
time,
his second time, he got his butt beat up like badly.
yeah, he got
Like,
beat up badly.
he could barely walk, and then he catches the girl, and the girl, like, he basically, because he killed the girl that was pregnant, almost ready to pop. He ends up taking Rocky and putting her in the same spot that he had the other girl. And he tries to do the same thing to her. I think what this movie, because I remember seeing it with my friends, we went to like a drive-in, and it was just like very, like, we didn't expect what happened after. That was like very iconic, that we thought it was like, what the heck, as for, he ends up saving her again from him inseminating her, right?
He had a chance to escape again, Alex, without Rocky, because Daredevil beats him up again, and he takes the girl, and Alex is able to surprise the blind man in the movie. Again, he beats him up. He doesn't do a good job locking him up, because I'm pretty sure the guy had another set of keys in his pocket. You know what I mean? They should have just beat him to death, but no, they didn't. They just kind of beat him up just enough for they could walk out there, and the door wasn't even open. The guy had like 2 locks.
But you forgot the part.
What part?
The part where, like, once he saves her.
Oh, the batter part?
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that.
That's the part I was going to talk about.
Go ahead and talk about that. Let people know about the batter.
Well, basically, he has that thing that he was going to put it inside the girl with his semen on it. But then she gets so mad, she kicks him in the stomach, and then she puts it in his mouth and sprays it all in his mouth. So basically eats his own semen. So that part was like, it grosses everybody out. We were all freaking out when we saw it.
Yeah.
It's like, even you were like, what the heck?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
You didn't expect that? Or
I didn't expect that. She's actually, he's Daredevil, but she's Captain Marvel. So her powers are more powerful than his. So she hit him with the combo, and they get out of there. But the guy didn't have the door all the way open, so he has to go through 80 keys. And as he opened the 80 keys, the blind man shoots Alex. Alex die. Rocky runs out with the money. Long story short, he captured her again. Rocky beats up the old man, and next thing you know, she leaves with the money. This is a pure story about simps. Actually, even the blind man was a simp. This guy kills a guy with his own gun. He kills another guy, but Rocky, I guess she had a good name because she brought that Rocky out, right? She beats this guy down.
But I think the reason why he didn't want to hurt her is because he wanted to keep her to have his other baby. But like, in the way, it also kind of like really, he did kind of like hit her in the face a couple of times. But, like, I didn't feel the same impact that he did with the guys. The way he beat them up and stuff.
Yeah, he didn't. But overall, this movie's about simps. We can learn a lot about Money. Money thought he was a player, but he wasn't really. Rocky showed him, like, I need to go to California, baby. All right, baby, we're going to rob this man, and we're going to get the money. And got killed. Alex, I know Money probably was getting some. Alex ain't getting no loving, no kiss, no nothing. Ruined his dad company. Pretty sure his dad company is ruined now. Got killed. Didn't even get a kiss. This guy didn't get no booty. All for a girl for nothing. But it has a happy ending. Everybody dies except Rocky and the bad guy. Supposedly the bad guy. I guess he's kind of a bad guy. But, Rocky gets away, lives a California dream, takes all the money. Everybody dies. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, it shows you, like, in life, you can be a good guy like Alex, but if you let a woman tell you what to do, she's going to walk right over you. No offense to our fans out there. Not necessarily a woman, but if you're a simp in a relationship, you're going to die. This is what this movie is about. Man or woman, if you're a simp in a relationship, you're going to die. Never be a simp. Ain't that right?
If that person is not giving you anything, don't put in that effort on somebody that doesn't care for you. That's basically it.
Yeah, man. Don't die for no loving. Like, at the end of the day, if you're going to die with a purpose.
Yeah, but like I said, if that person is not giving 100%, it's not worth it.
That
It's
wasn't
not worth it.
That wasn't even this girl though.
But that's just saying. I'm
Yeah.
just saying for people that don't really haven't found somebody yet. Basically, if somebody's giving you a little attention and there's not the same attention that you expect from them that you're trying to get, then don't put that effort. Don't give that energy that you're not getting. That's basically what I'm trying to say, because you're over here talking smack, but you're not giving advice.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I
my
mean?
advice is, like I said, when it comes to the rules, if a girl wants your money and you ain't got no money, don't date her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Same with a guy, vice versa. Don't get with a guy or girl who don't bring nothing to the table, and that will get you killed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's basically what this movie taught you. It's just.
I
not
just
worth
feel
it.
bad for Alex, man.
I do, but I don't. But at the end of the day, if Alex wasn't a simp, there'd be no movie. So he had to be a simp. But they could have written the movie a little bit better, where that could have been his girlfriend. Maybe they were both trying to go, and Money was your friend, and Money was trying to help them out, so he couldn't leave her there. There's a lot of ways they could have done it, but no. Yeah. So no, Alex. Sorry, buddy.
And then also, I didn't really.
Grass.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole situation about that. But I mean, overall, like the part where he kind of shuts everything down, because they could see everything in the house, but when he turns off all the lights, they're freaking blind. And it's basically, that's what makes that movie intense. That part where everybody's don't know where everything is. He just does this, touches the walls. He knows where he's at. He don't even need the lights, because he's not, he already knows his own house.
Yeah.
And then he hears the noise, he knows where it's at. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really intense and interesting to see. It's just throughout the whole movie, I was kind of like, are they going to get caught? How are they going to get out of there? It's super locked up, hammered down and everything. And it's just, she doesn't want to call the cops because she needs the money. And then he's over here, should I just leave her? Well, he didn't, but you know what I mean? It was very, very intense.
You know what she could have did? She could have moved to California and got a job.
Yeah, and then also, another thing where, you were bringing up points was the part where they both had their phones. Why couldn't they put on the light? It's not like he could see the light on their phone. They could have turned on the light on their phone and be looking at, okay, I'm here, I'm gonna get there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the intense moment, they didn't think about that, but I guess.
I think one of the phones got shot. That's why they didn't have the lights.
Yeah. But that was the money guy's phone.
No, the second time when they were blasting, trying to get out.
Oh yeah, one of them did get shot again. Oh okay.
So yeah.
But one of them should have had. I mean, all three of them had their own phones.
I think at that point they lost their phones. So that's why they need remote control. But either way, yeah. I think we're done with this movie, man. We're about to watch part 2 for whatever reason.
I want to see what it's about.
Yeah, so She Forced Me, unlike Sing, which I thought was a really terrific movie. This movie here actually was entertaining. You know what I mean?
You didn't like it?
It was entertaining. It's a good movie to talk smack about. So. It's good bad.
It kind of reminds me of The Toll.
Oh yeah, The Toll.
Yeah.
Nah, this is a little bit better than The Toll.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, The Toll was
but it's kind of reminds me of that, where it's why did they do this? Why did they do that? But this one, it does have a little bit better story than that one.
Yeah, and it was filmed a little bit better with a better budget. All right, folks, we out of here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye. We out.